Now I love a good mind-bending trick, and in today's video I'm going to share with you 4 amazing carpentry tricks. Well, I call them carpentry tricks because they involve wood, nails and a bolt, and this is a DIY channel, so carpentry tricks it is. Now just a quick heads up, the tricks I'll be showing you today are all guaranteed bets that you're going to win. So if you need a little bit of extra, you know, mum's the word, this could be the video for you. And also I'll be running a competition today to win one of these magnificent Stud Pop stud finders, so stay tuned for details. Righto, let's kick this off with the amazing balancing nail trick. Let's do it. Now this is what you'll need to do. Grab yourself a piece of wood and then drive in a nail. Just make sure for this trick you are using a round flathead nail and not a bullet head nail like this one here. If you use one of these, the trick won't work. Now, this is where over a couple of beers or a soft drink or even a nice hot cup of tea, you ask your mates how many nails do they think they can balance on top. They'll faff around and carry on, but basically one will be about the most that they can do. And this is where you make your wager and the amazing claim that you'll be able to balance 13 of these on that one nail there. Can it be done? Let's find out. Now this is where the magic happens. All you have to do is to lay one of the nails out flat like that, and then with the other nails, lay them across the shank in opposite directions, all the way to the end. And now if we just place the last one on, just like that, get those in position, and now with our last nail, just plonk it between those nails, and now here's the trick. We have to grab that bottom nail and lift up, and hopefully all those nails will lock in together. There you go, just like that. And now carefully place it on our nail, and there you have it. How cool is that? Pay up, people. For the next trick, you're going to need 4 pieces of wood in that configuration there. Now, if you don't have wood, matches will do the job nicely, if not better, because the solution won't be so obvious. Now ask your friend to move just one of these pieces to make a square. Now they'll finish up doing something like that, or even making a nice looking chair. But in reality, all you need to do is to very carefully move this one back, and you'll finish up with a nice little square. Simple, but effective. Yep, I like it. Now for the next challenge, and you can't call a friend, is that I have 11 nails here lined up in a row. A bit wonky, but you know what I mean. And the challenge is, I want you to move 5 nails only to make 9. Now on the surface that seems a little impossible, but if you want to pause the video, have a crack at it, come back in a couple of minutes, and I'll share with you the solution. And the solution is this. It's so simple. Here's move 1. Here's move 2. Here's move 3, 4, and 5. 9. Now the final trick is an oldie but a goodie, and it's more of a how did you do that rather than a trick to play on your mates, and it goes like this. Now for this one, all you need is a block of wood. I've got a piece of pine here, and then either a bolt, a drill bit, a nail, or a pencil. For today I'll be using the bolt, and don't worry about all the dimensions. I'll leave a link to a PDF with all those measurements down below that you can check out. Speaking of bolts, did you hear the one about the rusty bolt that walked into a bar? Yeah, true story. Apparently he was there to loosen up. Door that way? Yep, gotcha. Now the block's been marked, and those crosses signify checkouts. So we have solid, a checkout, solid, checkout, solid, checkout, solid. And if we place in our bolt, you'll see that once the bolt is hard up against this side here, it's just sticking through this checkout, which is good. And the same the other end. This is just sticking through here. That's perfect. Now if you're using something like this pencil, that's obviously too long, and the drill bit is too short, because if we place it hard up against this edge here, it's still inside this solid bit. So you just need to adjust the size of those checkouts depending on what you're using. Now using the table saw, I did a series of cuts to remove the wood for those checkouts. Now if you don't have a table saw, don't panic. This can also be done with a miter saw or a hand saw, and then just finished off with a hammer and chisel. To soften up the wood, on one end, place it in some boiling water and be careful not to burn yourself. Once one end of the wood has been submersed for around 20 to 25 minutes, take it over to your vise and squeeze the living bejeebers out of it. At this point, the wood is going to look a bit deformed, but don't worry. Keep compressing it until you have enough room to drill a hole and to place in a bolt. The next step is to return the block of wood to the boiling water for 20 or so minutes, which will miraculously return the block to its former state. Amazing! Finish it off by putting it back in the vise to dry. Okay, I'm a little nervous. Let's see how this thing dried out. Fingers crossed. Oh, look at that. That turned out absolutely fantastic. A lot better than I was expecting actually. Alrighty, I think all I'll do now is apply my logo across the front, give it a bit of a tidy up, and then give it a paint job. Let's do it. Now to jazz things up a little, I've decided to make a stand for the block of wood, which consists of a piece of ply for the base, which we mounted on 2 lengths of dowel and then painted gloss black. It's gonna look good. And after all that work, it's now time for the exciting bit. Let's put this thing together. So we'll place the block over those dowels, just like that. Give it a bit of a push down, and bang. How cool is that? What a great little project. I love it. And with that, let's crack on with the competition. Thanks for sticking around, because now it's time for the competition where you can win one of these amazing little stud pop stud finders. Now I did a video just recently on how to find a wall stud using one of these little fellas, and it was absolutely fantastic. So if you want to check that video out, I'll link to it down below. And for the record, this is not a sponsored video, it's just a really cool little gadget. Now, the competition. To qualify, you'll need to answer 3 simple questions, and you also need to be a subscriber to my channel and also have that notification bell clicked. So if you haven't done that yet, do it now. Okay, question number 1. How many nails did I balance on that single nail in the first trick? Question number 2. What colour are my kitchen splashback tiles? You know, the tiles that run behind the cooker? Yeah, them. And question number 3, what is the exact title of my How to Find a Wall Stud video that I've linked to down below? Good luck with that, and the winner will be drawn and announced in the next video. Now if you want to see more videos just like this one, there'll be a couple of playlists popping up over there very shortly. So do yourself a favour and check those ones out. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed and found that video useful, and if you did, a big thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty, after all that, I think I need a cup of tea. So till next time, be good, be safe, and I'm out of here. Cheers.